Greetings and hello. I trust you're well. Today I've been urged to share a message from source, I guess. And I suppose it's a reflection of what I see and what I hear and what I feel and what I sense. So this is a message for twins. My work is just beginning. I can feel a tremendous calling to appear on a world stage somewhere. Something very important needs to be said. And I suppose this is the beginning of that transformation of twins beginning to step up into the light. So I suppose this is a calling to all those twins or souls that are lost, are confused, are looking for guidance, looking for answers. And the soul knows the answer. The synchronicities are in their face, the signs are in their face, and they just tend to be ignoring them. And this is a message to those that are ignoring those messages and are ignoring those synchronicities. It's time really to practice what you preach. And this message comes straight from the heart. It comes from my higher heart. It comes from source. It comes from an afternoon of looking at life in general, looking at the beautiful nature around me and appreciating just really how important life is, and how on the scale of things we are just microorganisms in the scale of the universe, and we're here for milliseconds of time, yet we're so conscious of time. We're so driven by time and this this shortness of the time that we spend on this planet. We fail to appreciate what it is. We fail to appreciate what life truly is about. We're naturally born to love. We're naturally born to wish to live a pleasant and happy life. Yet we fill it with such bullshit. We fill it with other people's opinions, and we fill it with media, we fill it with gadgets and widgets and things that we believe we're supposed to have and contain in our life. But when we take it back down to the basics, what do we need? We need shelter, we need food, we need water, and we need love. We're loving beings. We're naturally paternal and maternal. And instead what we're doing is we're raping and pillaging the planet. We're taking all of her natural resources, and we're not giving anything back. We're just taking, and we're squandering. And I wonder why. What is our purpose? What is our purpose on this planet? Have we forgotten this purpose? Our purpose is to love, and to live in love and peace and harmony. And this is not a political message. This is not anything other than what the reality of life is all about. When we're children, when we're babies, when we're embryos, we're given love from the day that we're conceived. We're given love from our mother and hopefully our father from the day we're conceived. The first minute that we're created, we're given love, we're given warmth. And some people can remember this, the day of creation. Some can remember previous lives of how they were created back eons ago. When a child is born into love in most cases. A child is given love, it's nurtured on love. And these are the first things that we learn as babies. And then all of a sudden life changes. We're subjected to whatever our family or our parents or the outside world wants to give us. And most of it's all bullshit. So what's the message? Take away the bullshit. Take away all those things that don't serve. Take away all of those things that we believe that serve, but don't serve. We're driven to what? To live to our parents' expectations or society's expectations. We're supposed to live our life this way or that way, or we're supposed to go to university, we're supposed to be doctors. Why are we supposed to be these things? Other people tell us that's what we're supposed to be. Where's our choice? Where's your choice? I made my choice. I made my choice a long time ago to live the life that I wanted to live and desired to live. And it's been a very, very devious and strange path. But I've learned so much from the wonders of this planet, from different cultures, from different languages, from living in different environments, from subjecting myself to some crazy, crazy things. But I've learned. And from every learning, I become a teacher. So as teachers, we are also students. And many of us walk around in life not learning. Our ears aren't open. We're just blah. Our opinion is just blah. But when we stop and take a step back and we actually listen with our ears, we can hear so much more. We can see when our eyes are open and the sunglasses are off. We can see so much more. We can smell so much more. We can taste so much more when we take away the bullshit. And I recognize in a lot of men and women and children around the world that are coming to terms with this soul awakening, this calling, this desire to go for a higher purpose. Run with those feelings. Run with that thought process, and don't be intimidated and don't be dictated to by your peers or by other people that are in your life. You're not crazy. You really aren't crazy. These callings are given to us for a reason. Is to try and change. Is trying to change the way that people live. To go back into living a peaceful and calm life, stress-free, no anxiety, and no distractions. So we need an acre of land each, and see how productive that becomes. And we can live on an acre of land, each of us. I've said this before. We don't need anything else. We need ourselves, and we need to find ourselves, and we need to find that place of peace, love, tranquility, and then we can go out and serve what our calling is. Service is not as in slavery. Serving, it's a desire, it's a passion, it's a feeling, it's a sense, it's a calling, and we will do what we believe we feel is for our highest good. We can never impose our thought processes on others. This is what others have done to us. We can allow them to live and learn and feel the positive energy that we exude, and to feel the pure willingness and desire to just give love for no alternative agenda, just to give love because we care, because we believe they deserve love. It's not about going around the streets and giving to charity and giving to homeless people or giving to foster children. It's about unconditional love. We can do whatever we want to do. It's our intention that is always the cause of our downfall. If we have the intention to work because we need to pay our bills, we need to support our children, we need to build for our retirement, we need to build for our future, we're forgetting one important thing. We're not living here and now. And this is where we need to live. As much as others will say 5D, 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 5D. 5D is all cool. 5D is great. It's a place where there's no pain, there's no suffering, there's no anxiety, there's none of these physical emotions that we as human vessels, beings, experience. There's none of that. But we live firmly in a 3D world, and we live firmly with 3D requirements of money, of providing for our families, providing food and sustenance for our loved ones. But we need to serve ourselves first, not others. When we serve ourselves, we're living from our heart center, and we're living in a beautiful space of 5D consciousness in a 3D reality. And that may be difficult for some of you to understand, but it's very, very real. Many of you are living up in 5D. Many of you are dealing with your spiritual healing and your thought processes and spirituality in 5D. But you're forgetting your 3D existence. You're not experiencing, you're not transferring that 5D consciousness into your 3D world because of fear, because of anxiety, because of other people may think you're crazy. And so you're living in your own world. So you're living in cloud cuckoo land, if you want to call it that way. And this calling is for those souls that are having this calling to step up. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to tell people your story. Don't be afraid to tell people that you love them unconditionally. And don't be afraid to share the message that you need to share, or that you have a desire to share. We're so trapped behind this brick wall or this fence, this razor wire fence that's been put around us. And we're afraid to step over it. We're afraid to go out and really strive to achieve what our heart desires. And love is one of those things that will drive a man crazy, will drive a woman crazy, and there's plenty of us out there. It's our action and our intention that changes the whole dynamic, our thought process towards it. And this is that calling. Don't be afraid to reach out and make contact with your beloved. Don't be afraid to reach out and say I love you to somebody that you care about. Don't be afraid to change your life completely. Don't be afraid. When you think about this from this overhead perspective, from your higher self perspective, if your higher self is guiding you to change your life, to change the way that you think, to change the way that you feel, to change the way that you sense, to appreciate what is love, what is true love, because love comes from within. And if you have all of this not so good energy around you, this means you're transmitting it. When you transmit love, you'll receive back love. It may not be in the shape or form that you're used to, because remember, we're in new templates. So our thought process has to change. The way we feel changes. The way we look at people changes. And from my own personal position, when I saw my beloved last week, she's a different person. She's the same soul, she's a different person. And as time goes on, we all become different. We all learn, we all change the dynamics of our thought process. But that desire to improve yourself comes from the heart. And whilst you've got these distractions going on in the back of your mind and your ego playing, you're never going to change it. You will never change it. You may believe that you're changing it, but you're not changing it. I have a list of names here in front of me, and I'm going to read them out. And this is a special message for you. Look closely in your hearts. Look closely at the synchronicities and signs that you're receiving from the universe. Most of you know what I'm talking about. Most of you know that there's a strange calling to a certain person in your life. Explore it. Don't be afraid to explore it. It may not be normal for you, but look beyond that normality. Lift that veil of normality and follow your heart, because now it's time to follow your heart. So these list of names: Mike, Russell, John, Adi, Sarah, Roberto, Deane, and Dan. This is just a list of a few that I know. It's time to step up. It's time to step up into the light. Follow your calling. Your twin is calling you. The universe is calling you. And I'm calling you. Who am I? I'm me. I'm Deane. And I've lived this journey all my life, having recognized who I am recently. I'm not in a world arena. I'm just a simple, humble guy that's discovered himself and has a lot of words to say to a lot of people. People that will listen, people that should listen, and people that can take action. Feel free to reach out to me, for I'm here to help. I can help you and guide you on your path, and possibly connect you with your beloved. But this is a decision that only you can make. Whatever you do is entirely up to you, is your free will. But it's time to change. We're all powerhouses. These names are all powerhouses. They all have something to offer. And the combination of being with your twin is incredibly powerful. Because what I know is this soul group, this soul family, has a lot of powerful names that have been here before. And we have some serious work to do. And I'm asking you to join me and help me. Let's change the way that we think. Let's change the way that we work. Let's work as a collective, because collectively we're far more powerful. Individually, we can do what we can do, but as a collective, we can do so much more. What else do I want to say? You're love. You are worthy. You're worthy of all love that you can feel. Please take a look at your psyche. Your psyche is a driving force in your 3D reality. And I can't say that strongly enough. I've been called to create special programs to help people deal with their psyche. And that's from a position of understanding, of a position of knowledge and self-experience, and having gone through this path and helped others. It's all a matter of your mindset. Your mindset is the one thing that's going to drive you forward. If you continue to think, what if, how is, it may not happen, it could happen, it couldn't happen, I don't believe it. This is all negative. This is all negative intention. That's what needs to change. Go forward knowing that what you feel and what you believe is real. It's true. And nothing is going to harm you. If someone rejects you, someone rejects you. You continue. You continue to live your life in love, in harmony, and in peace. And you may have a solo mission this time. Your beloved may have more work to do or is not prepared to do the work themselves. You're not in control of that. You're only in control of yourself. As long as we prepare ourselves and heal what we feel our soul is telling us needs to be healed, we can live a happy life. And no matter what others may say, leave a space in your heart for your beloved, but live your life. You're worthy of love, and love will come your way. So don't worry about anything else. Live your life. Live it to the fullest. I am. My life goes on. I know what I've achieved. I know that I've reconnected. I've reconnected at a different level. And I feel it. I feel so much more different from a week ago to where I was a week ago. And I can sense this new merging, this new merging of souls, the melding, whatever we want to call it. But I feel it. But my life goes on. I'm not pining. I'm not stressed about what's going to happen. Yes, I am manifesting. Yes, I will go back back to see my beloved. This is for sure, because this is my intention, my positive intention. What happens, happens. We're new people. We have a new focus on life. We've both lived our lives separately, and the fact that we're seeing each other again is only positive. So take the positive. We may not have what we desire or wish, but we have so much more than that. We have that connection, and that connection is the most important thing in all of this. And no matter what happens, it's all how it's supposed to be. One thing I did bring back, it's been missing for 2 years, and I brought this back with me. This is something that was part of my travels around the world. It's an Egyptian goddess in the shape of a cat. So she's back home now. And I suppose that's been symbolic on my journey also, this close connection to Egypt. I've been there many times and seen the tombs and been off the beaten track of and seen Egyptian culture and how it resonates with me. So I know this is where I'm from. I've lived there before. I've been these people that I've had in past life regressions, and I feel it. No matter what, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, life is for living. Your twin is your twin. If they're with you in the physical realms, they're with you. If they're not, they're with you in the other realms, in the outer realms. Your life continues, so please live it. Change the way you think, change your thought process of what this is all about. It's about a mission, it's about a purpose. It's not about them, it's all about you. And if when you find yourself inside, you become a completely different person. Your values change, your value of life changes. You have no expectation. Things just happen. Things happen out of the blue. They're random. And it's all beautiful. You may have hurdles to overcome, but these are life lessons also. They're not necessarily associated with your twin journey, but these are life lessons. We meet people for a reason. People come back into our lives for a reason. Our twins will always come back in our life. Always. If it's not this lifetime, it will certainly be the next one. But as I've said before, I don't believe that twins are not supposed to come together in this lifetime. It depends on their perspective, on you. When you're working on yourself and you're changing these essential elements of your life, they will feel it. You can't heal them, but they will feel it. The energies will shift. I can only speak from a perspective of having had a physical relationship with my twin, having spent 16 months separated and having reconnected in the physical again. I can only speak from that perspective. That's what I offer, my guidance on that perspective. But I know others are struggling who have had physical relationships and contact and are still lost. They're still looking for answers. The answers are all within you. When you look inside of you, the answers will come. The answers aren't on Facebook, they're not on Twitter, they're not on BBC, they're not on Google. They're all inside you. So, if you are a twin and you believe you're a twin, stop looking for external stimulus. Stop looking for somebody else's story or somebody else's thought process or opinion, because it really screws you up. It means you're not satisfied with the answer that you have. Accept responsibility for the answer that you have and do something to change the way that you are. Because 90% of what you read is not real. 90% is somebody else's opinion of how it should be. And you can see the outcries when somebody produces a video that touches a nerve, or does something like this, or doesn't resonate. You see the way that you react. If you believe you're a twin, now it's time to work. Now it's time to step up to the plate. Now it's time to get the help that you need and you should be dealing with to help you on this path back to one. Earth needs twins to come together, whether it's physically together or working together, living in other parts of the world. This is the core. And let things happen how they should be. Stop trying to force things. Stop trying to force the future, or stop trying to predetermine the outcome. It is what it is. So, once again, that list of names: Mike, Russell, John, Adi, Sarah, Roberta, Diane, and Dan. Please, whoever else there is out there, you know who you are. Send this video to whoever you think it is. Send it to them. We need your help. We need your help to raise the vibrations and to change the way this planet is functioning. The world needs love. It doesn't need war. The world needs lots of John Lennons. So please, help us to change the way this world progresses forward. Namaste.